everybody, it's Laura. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Today I have an unboxing of the July My Creative Scrapbook Limited Edition Kit. I am really looking forward to showing you all of the beautiful papers and embellishments we got in this month's kit. We got lots and lots of beautiful papers. I'm going to show you the pattern papers first, then I'll show you everything else that we received in the July kit. I'm going to start off with two papers from the 49 and Market new academia collection. They have, of course, an academic or kind of college feel to them. And I thought that what's nice about a lot of the papers in this month's kit is that while they might have a theme, you could use the papers for so many different topics. This first paper has this beautiful big window with a desk, lots of books, and then in the other corner there's a clock. There's a nice place here for a photo cluster. On the other side, there is a very similar feel to the grid and the dots all around the page, but this page you could use for pretty much anything. And I absolutely love all of the stamping, the numbers and the letters, and I love this color scheme. Here's another paper that fits that academia motif. And then on the other side of this paper is this really cool brick wall. I love this watercolor look all around the page. And this, of course, could be used for so many things. And then I love the way on the bottom there's a ruler for the branding strip. We also received a number of papers from the 49 and Market Wherever collection. And I had seen this collection, but I didn't realize how beautiful it is, or I didn't realize how beautiful it was until I saw it in person. This first page has a road on it, and then there are some beautiful embellishments all around the outside. I feel like this would be a great page to use as the cover page for a travel album, but there are many other uses for this paper. And then on the other side is a page that is filled with tickets, and it's a beautiful blue color. This page has so much layering of images. There are these beautiful buildings in the background. There are some leaves and branches and butterflies. And then there's also hints of lace and type. And I think this would be great to use for travel, but once again, there's a lot of different applications for this page. And then on the other side, we have an all green paper with some branches, some flowers, some buildings, and lots of type in the background. This sheet has a map in the background. There are also some branches, lots of washes of color, lots of splatters too. And then on the back, there are stamps covering the whole sheet. I love this combination of colors. Something about it is just really vibrant. I very rarely pick out my favorite paper, but this is definitely my favorite paper. I can't wait to start working with this paper. I love the wood grain in the background, and then I love all of these other colors, the kind of brush stroke that they're added with. I just think that this is a great paper. I can't wait to try that out. And then on the other side, we have all of these definitions, and I like the way they have them on an angle, and also with some splatters in the background. This is another paper that I'm really excited to use. I love the way there's this portion of a circle in the right-hand corner, and then there are washes of color, lots of type. And then on the other side, we have this city map in blue and green. Here we have a map that has North and South America with a gorgeous blue background. Once again, there's hints of type in the background. And then on the other side, we have a world map and some other maps mixed in, along with some stamps and some neutral areas. And I love the way it looks like strips of paper. I love using strips of paper on my layout, so I love the idea of having a pattern paper that looks like strips of different papers. Here we have a very large map. This has more neutral tones to it. And then on the other side is this really gorgeous paper. I love the yellow and the blue combination. And then you could see the map and the type in the background. Here we have a frame in the background of this one with hints of the map, lots of splatters, a really cool page. And then on the other side, it's not quite the whole world. We have a lot of the world in kind of a mustard color on the back. This page has lots and lots of cars, and there are some postmarks in the background too. It's kind of a cute page, great for traveling. And then on the other side, we have this blue page with lots of other pretty colors mixed in. And then this page is very similar to the cars. There's also the postmarks and the grid work in the back of this paper. And then on the other side, we have these earth tones with little hints of pastel colors in the background. Then this paper is from the Nature Study collection. And I love the way, despite it being from another collection, it works so well with all the other papers. You could see that the color scheme goes really well with the rest of the kit. And then there are butterflies, just like we saw in some of the other pattern papers. And then on the other side of this paper, we have another page that's great to use in a background. I love these neutral areas of color. And then again, there's some handwriting in the background and some other kinds of type as well. And then finally, we have this paper. This is a bonus paper from 49 and Market. It just has one side. It's a very similar paper to the blue paper that we got, but this one is much lighter in color, of course. And I love the way there's this wash of a slightly darker color throughout. So those are all of the papers that we got. There were 14 pattern papers in this kit. That's lots to work with, and I think they're really beautiful papers. I hope you think so too. Now I'm going to show you everything else that we got in this month's kit. This month we got 2 sets of ephemera. The first set has 72 pieces. This is from the Academia collection. And then the second set is from the Wherever collection. This one has 121 pieces. So to give you a little bit of a better idea of what's in both of these packs, I'm going to take them out of the packaging and show you everything that's inside. These are all of the pieces that we get in the Academia die cut pack. I'm going to start up here with these stars. I love these little circle embellishments. I feel like they're really easy to use on pages. And then there are some sayings here. Wow, you can do it. Oh yeah. I think those will also be very easy to incorporate into layouts. And then here we have lots and lots of titles. We have these multicolored titles. Over here we have some smaller ones. You could use them as titles, or you could use them in addition to a larger title that you have on your page. I love this one. You are awesome. Over here, we have these larger die cuts. One is of a door, and then one is of a window. And I was playing around, and I noticed that you can punch out the little panes, which means you can put something behind it, maybe a photo, or you could layer something else behind there. And then there are lots of frames. There are some square frames in larger and smaller sizes. And then there are some rectangular frames. And these are great for photos or just to use as embellishments on your layouts. Over here we have some sentiments. These are on these labels with the stitching around the sayings. And these sentiments are on these little clips. You can punch this part out and clip these onto elements on your page. There are also some plain clips. Here are some tabs. Down here we have some labels with a ruler and with pencils. Here we have some page tabs. They have sayings on them, or this one you could add your own saying or date or whatever you want on this tab. There are some lockers here. There's a double locker, and then we have some single lockers, one open, one closed. There are some tags. There are also some hexagons. I love these hexagons. I'm a big fan of hexagons, and I love the way there are a whole bunch of sayings that are on all of these shapes. Down here we have some tools. I love the right angle and the protractor. They always made us buy a protractor pretty much every year, and then I feel like we only used it for 1 or 2 days, but I do remember having one of these very clearly. And then they also have some rulers over here. So that's everything that's in this pack except for the bonus fussy cut sheet. So this is the packaging, and you can fussy cut out these rows of books and incorporate these on your pages too. Here are all of the pieces that we get inside the Wherever ephemera pack. Once again, I'll start up here. We receive a whole bunch of little tiny travel themed sentiments. In the center, we have some titles. I'm so happy when there are titles because I love when the titles coordinate with the rest of the page and not something you have to construct separately. That's just something that I really like. So I like this one, Travel More. Then we have Discover This Place. There's also another title down here that says Seek. And then these could be sentiments or titles. Fly Away, Take Me Away, So Much to See, and Ticket to Ride. Over here we have these pieces that you can fold the sides in, and then you'll have a little pocket for your page. And there are 3 green and 3 larger ones in blue. There are some geotags. They have little sentiments in the center. They have them in 3 different colors, and each one has a separate sentiment. I've been fussing around with these, so they're starting to come apart, but I think that circular elements are always a really nice addition to an ephemera pack because they're really easy to use on pages. And then there are a whole bunch of these ephemera pieces. We have the globe in a couple of different presentations. Here's a card that looks very much like the pattern paper that appear to have the strips of paper on it. And then there are a number of cards that have images of maps. Great for layering. A little notebook page. Oops, there's a postcard and then another notebook page. 49 and Market often include tickets. I love these smaller tickets. They are included in a whole bunch of different colors. I like the way the number is stamped at the top. And then we have these tall, thin tickets, once again, in a whole bunch of different colors. Over here we have lots of travel-related images. Some of these look really vintage, which I really love about them. That definitely looks like a vintage picture of the Eiffel Tower. And there are quite a few of these. Over here, we have this kind of frame piece with the hinges on it, and I really like these little road signs. I think those are really cute. And then, like I said, there's the title over here. And then there are some more of these little frames or doors. They have sentiments inside. So this one has all of these, once again, travel-related sentiments on the little plates. And then you can use that on your page too. Here are some labels and more sentiments, and then another one of those looks like a little like hinged door almost. And then there are some smaller ones. These have tabs on them, and they're the 2 brown ones that detached, and there are also 2 kind of mustardy color tabs as well. Over here we have some labels with a ledger background. I like the way the corners are indented. And just like with some of the other embellishments, like the tickets, they are in a whole bunch of different colors. There are a couple of labels here that have a strip of color at the top. There are some frames that have sentiments in the center. This one says details. So there are 3 that have the blank area where you can do some journaling or write whatever you would like. And then in the center of this frame, we have a globe in another scale. We also have some tickets over here. We have some slightly larger ones, some slightly smaller ones with that beautiful watercolor wash on them, and then an array of these long, thin tags. So those are all of the die cut pieces, but once again, we have the packaging, which I find often comes in useful for using on pages. And this one has, once again, North and South America. I almost feel like this could be cut out and used on a page. I love the blue background. It just has a lot of possibilities. We received the cut file already cut out for you, Loving Our Life. So if you don't have your own die cutting machine, you can just use this one. And the cut file is also available for you to use if you would like to make adjustments to it. But I think it's great the way it's already there for you, ready to back and use on your pages. And then take a look at this stencil. I love these little hexagons, and I love the way there are little splatters and some dots mixed in. I love this. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this stencil, not only this month, but in lots of projects. And then finally, one of my favorite things that we receive each month in the limited edition kit, which is the packs of flowers. I absolutely love this embellishment, and I really think that they make the limited edition kit very special. I'm going to start over here with this pack of blue flowers from 49 and Market. This blue flower here has so many layers. That's something I love about the 49 and Market flowers. These are just very thick, and then if you want them to be smaller, if you don't want so many layers, you can always peel them back. And then if you make another center, you actually have another flower that you could use somewhere else on your layout. So I love this layered flower. Here's another flower a little bit smaller. This flower is super cool with the light blue, the touches of gold, and the off-white. There are a couple of flowers like that in this pack. And then in addition to the flowers, there are some branches. This pack from Prima has these beautiful colors. I love the reddish brown and the brown flowers. And then there's this really pretty kind of mint green. And then the centers of them are so beautiful, kind of a bronze or copper look to them. Really, really beautiful. And finally, we got one more pack from 49 and Market, and this is just a beautiful collection of flowers. We have some of the layered flowers, a little larger, a little smaller, and then we have these roses over here, lots of tiny flowers that are on stems and with leaves and branches. Just a really beautiful pack that could be used for so many different things. So that's the July kit, everybody. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Your kit should be on its way to you. And if you are not currently a subscriber to My Creative Scrapbook and you would like to know more, or if you would like to subscribe, you can take a look in the description box where you'll find a link to the My Creative Scrapbook website, and you can check out all the information they have there about the My Creative Scrapbook kits. If you like these flowers and you like brands like 49 and Market and Prima, I think that the limited edition kit is a fantastic choice, but there are other kits, 3 other kits as a matter of fact, and they suit the taste of a whole range of scrapbookers. I hope that you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.